So if y'all watch part one of creepy shit that happened to me as a kid, here's part two. So about a year after that incident happened, I began to have really, really vivid dreams. Like I was already, having vivid dreams and, you know, lucid dreaming, and I had very bad sleep paralysis growing up, and I honestly experienced it really bad a couple years ago before my mom passed away. But that's another story for another day. So I started having these repeating dreams of this man with a cowboy hat on. He always had a cowboy hat, a white cowboy hat with white cowboy boots. He had jeans and like a flannel shirt. And he would show up in my dreams, and he would always talk to me in my dreams, but I could not understand what he was saying because there was nothing coming out of his mouth, but I could understand what he was saying. Like it was almost like he was speaking to my mind and my mind was speaking to his. So it was like we was communicating in some other way. It was very fucking weird. So I had these dreams for like 3 months straight. And I remember I used to wake up and tell my mom, and she used to say that he was trying to tell me something and I needed to listen because, as I mentioned, my mom was very spiritual as well. And she, always believed that dreams tell you something, that when you dream, you enter another dimension. So you have to listen to what your dreams are saying, especially when you wake up and remember them. So one night we were going back home, and home at that point we were staying in a homeless shelter because we fell on bad times and my mom still did what she had to do for us to get to where we needed to be. So we stopped at a bank, and my dad had sent child support money, so she was going to the bank to pull out the child support money that my dad had sent us. And I remember that there was a man standing on the corner, and he had a white cowboy hat and he had white boots on. And I'll never forget because my mom noticed the man first, and she pointed it out and was like, there's like this awkward man just standing on the corner looking at us. And we was sitting at the ATM, and I remember we looked over at this man, y'all, and we got ready to pull off. He was gone. So at that point, like, my mom was like, she's asking my brother, did she see the man? Did he see the man? Did he see the man? And he said, no, I didn't see no man standing there. So the only two people that seen the man was me and my mama. So as that week went on, keep in mind we're homeless at the time. As that week went on, a man had called my mom about a house that she applied for because my mom was a felon, so she really had a hard time finding housing because, background checks and shit like that. And he told her that he had a house come open and he was a private landlord, and if she wanted it, she could have it, right? So when we got there, this man had a picture sitting on his desk of another man standing beside him with a white cowboy hat on. So my mom looked at the picture and was like, who is this man? And he was like, that's my uncle. He passed away like 10 years ago. And then she was like, interesting. So we ended up getting a house, and we ended up moving in the house. And when we moved in this house, y'all, when I say that my dreams amplified 1,000 fucking times, it was so fucking crazy. Like, I would dream this man every single night, repeatedly, different dreams, but he was always in the dream every single night. But every time he was in the dream, it was like he was trying to tell me something. It was never anything bad. I wasn't scared of him. It was just kind of like he was trying to relay a message to me in a sense. But the more the dreams happened, I would wake up and not remember like what he said to me. So fast forward probably about 8 months to 9 months later, one of my mom's close family friends, he passed away. We ended up going to the funeral, and when we got to the funeral, we were on the way back home that night, and we was going down a long dark road, and we got to a corner in a city, and it was dark. Like, it was the middle of the night because we were going back home, and we lived like almost 2 hours away, so we were going home and it was dark. And we seen the man with the cowboy hat and the boots walking across the street. So my mom was like, I'm gonna stop him. I'm gonna turn the car around and stop him because we were at the stoplight and he walked across the street. So she tried to turn the car around. Y'all, tell me why when she turned the car around, he was gone. Like, this man, it's like he would disappear in thin fucking air. Then, like, he would just disappear. So we get back to the house, and I remember my mom called one of her close friends, and she was like a medium, so she could really like tell us stuff that we didn't really understand. God rest her soul, by the way, she passed away a couple years ago. So she would tell us stuff, and she told us that this man wasn't coming, like he wasn't showing himself to harm us or to scare us, that he would only show up in our life when bad stuff was about to happen, to warn us what was to come. And since the night that my mom called her medium friend, y'all, I haven't saw this man since, and I've always wondered what it was he really wanted to say and what it was he was really trying to relay. If y'all have any idea, like if y'all had any similar experiences with, people contacting you from the other side or having repeating dreams, and somehow I don't know how this man even attached himself to me or what he was trying to say to me. I don't even know where he came from. It was just like, I don't know. It was like we had this weird attachment though. Like he knew me. Like he knew me and I knew him. I just don't know where I knew him from. But if y'all know anything or anything similar has happened to y'all, please let me know in the comments, because still to this day, I'm still wondering about this man. And the craziest part about it, my mom passed away in 2020, August the 8th, 8/8/2020. My mom passed away, and she was one of the most intuitive people that I've ever known in my life. And 2 weeks before my mom passed away, I seen this man in my dream. I seen this man in my dream, and it was almost like deja vu. Like I was seeing him all over again. He was trying to tell me something. And 2 weeks later, my mom passed away. So I don't know if he comes in times of, pain and distress and try to warn me, or if he tries to comfort me. I don't know, y'all. It's weird, but that's my part two story time. Like and comment for part three. I got a lot more shit to tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all in chronological order of everything that happened to me from the age that I was about 10 years old all the way up to my adulthood now. Comment and like on the video and let me know what y'all think about this story, y'all. Peace and blessings.